Alrighty. Sorry, everybody. A little scare there as we, I guess, had some just little technical difficulties there. I did jinx us. I jinxed us.
Well, tell them the truth.
I knew it was too good to be true. I was like sitting here. I was like, man, we have not had any really big issues. And he goes, what are you doing? Don't say that. Don't.
And then you literally hit me with the, what's the big deal? And then I said, if I said that, you would be hitting me.
So Abby, unfortunately, did miss out to Stephanie. But we do have the hill for you folks, or the final here for you folks with Chris Grimmel taking on Stephanie. Yeah, once again, we do apologize that we had a little malfunction, but that does arise when you're streaming. It's not guaranteed that everything's going to work out the way it should. So
here we go. Time for the finals. We got the Kraken versus the Bumblebee.
Don't stop it. She does not like it.
Then why'd you say that? I didn't say it.
She's been letting me know I am not the Bumblebee though, and then she said, "I'll remember your face." As we walk back in here, that's what Stephanie said, and I just kind of laughed. Big hug there for both our competitors as we get underway with our final. A little reminder for what happened in the previous matchup. Chris Grimmel actually took the win against Stephanie 2-0. So
it was a contested 2-0, but just Chrissy finding the timing on her hat tricks was making the big differences there.
Yes, that was key. But it'll be a double dip in order for Stephanie to win the title here in Masters.
Oh, accidentally gave 19 points to Chrissy. Chrissy says, I don't want those. I don't think Chrissy exactly saw what happened in that moment, so she's just showing real quick.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be the one that backs it up. She wants to make sure that.
Oh, I don't think she realized that she got 19 points. I think she thought the button was hitting extra time.
Okay.
So, bonus 19 points for Chrissy Grimmel by accident there.
There we go.
But I think just because of the excellent. We have PTSD.
Ooh.
We have PTSD, Will.
Someone throwing trash away. We thought it was another board falling down here. It was like, oh, my goodness, what's going on again?
Careful, Ginger is on the side of the room.
Don't say that either. You are threading lines here, buddy.
Nah, that's my friend. Here we go. Chrissy going to make up for some lost ground. I think you're readjusting well. Yeah, it does find the loads on there. Good correction. Again, this is your finals for your ladies.
Stephanie keeping a tight grasp on Chris's score line there.
You know, it kind of goes without saying, but for any of our international viewers watching, Chrissy Grimmel, I mean, mainstay of the top-tier female dart game for decades now, especially on the soft tip side of the scene, but really on both sides of the board. One of those talented Wisconsin talents that became a Florida talent for the last several years.
Yeah, she's just been up there with the best of them for a while now, and still looking to take ranks from some of these younger ladies, huh?
Absolutely. She's still dominating on the board. Chrissy has been a mentor in my own dart game as well, someone I've got a chance to play with, and took me in as a young player and gave me plenty of lessons. I didn't win very much against her, as in I didn't win against her. Seth, unfortunately, no, we will not be at that event. Next event for us, remote weekend for Will at All-Star Triples.
Which I may have got myself in trouble on that one.
And then for me, the next the weekend after that will be Bull Shooter Europe. I'll be there remotely, not in Spain.
Yeah. Big hit. Leaving double 10.
Chrissy's one double away from a match point scenario. But it's going to be under some pressure. 56 left by 70. Great last dart.
It is, but I mean, like her previous match, I just like it to go here. Inside, has to go up to double 5, grabs it.
Yeah,
1-0.
good shot there from the Kraken. Well, it's technically released the Kraken. So the Kraken is like a version of herself. Maybe? Maybe the Kraken is the friends we made along the way.
Oh, good point.
I don't feel like you were serious in your good point there.
You're right. I was not.
And failed to get in. Stephanie looks a little defeated early on. Let me tell you, before this match started, when we had that technical pause, waited an extra 3-4 minutes before they actually got into it. And when I was talking with both of them, let me tell you, these girls have a lot of friendship and love and respect for each other. They were laughing and joking around. So the positivity and the vibes are there. I think Stephanie just wants to really show her performance and just hasn't quite collected the way she wants to yet.
Well, while we've been taking a look at this ladies front, Leonard Gates bowed out to Matthias from Germany. So Matthias and Dayson in the 5th, 6th position right now. Scott Miller taking on Jake Smith in the 5th, 6th spot. That is absolutely absurd, man. We started at 5 o'clock. It is almost 8, and we're almost done with this bracket.
I'm going to be honest, Will. That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's incredible. Over on the winners front, it's Brandon Perez and Franz Reusch, I think it is, from Germany. Oh, I think we need to. Oh, I'll help him.
Yeah, it's the match next door that lost the dart. Oh, we're getting a full earthquake over it. Oh, well, he ran too slow. I do got to admit, Will Stewart runs very funny, guys. It's actually one of my favorite things about him. And I just don't run at all, for the record.
But yeah, it'll be Franz and Brandon on the hill match for that elite division. We still have masters as well. But I wanted to finish my statement, I guess. A little late. Say maybe check the mute button.
Yeah, so you can hear us on YouTube. Looks like there was just some difficulties. We saw a comment in there in chat just diagnosing our tech and our equipment there. But no, everything should be good. We're live on all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and also as well as NDA's Facebook as well. And
yeah,
audio should be working. If not, let me tell you, they sell some great new AirPod Pros in the Apple Store. Chrissy to try to be the first one out to finish for a 2-0 lead and a win in this final. Needs to have a bowl or at least a decent fallout. Can't bowl out in this format, so won't be able to take the 164. And how about that? Great hat trick there from 70. So, very impactful.
Yeah, 16 is the leave there for Chrissy, and there's a lot of pressure here on this throw from Stephanie. Another one for double 17. Can't go.
And stuck to the bully 32. Doesn't do so. So now going on down to the double 8 for a 4 straight win. 2 in the seat. Will it be 2 in the finals? Double 4 to put it away. And it does go. Chrissy Grimmel wins it. You can see 70 quick to give her a hug. And Chrissy, honestly, just not missing her doubles. That was the big difference maker there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And there you go. Your champion is crowned in Ladies Masters 01. And first off, thanks, folks, for doing that. I wanted to feature more of the ladies here today. We didn't get any of the pink ladies at all. So I figured with the bracket the way it was, let's get these ladies over here to finish their bracket. Yeah, we'll take the hit on some of it, but we're going to get some excellent action from the Elite and Masters on cricket tomorrow. And that'll be our main focus from the men. So, yeah, we're going to hop on over to Scotty Miller and Jake Smith. They are still underway on the Phoenix board. So that is where we'll head in the 5th, 6th position here in the Elite bracket.
If you're curious, Jake Smith, it looks like he's playing Pac-Man or something the way he was interacting up there. He was intense setting up that dartboard.
He certainly was. LG going to go head on out the door, I believe.
He has another plane to catch, I'm sure.
Definitely not.
Well, Scotty Miller, the mouth, segment to get things going. And Jake Smith, prior team at USA, participant last year. We got to see that epic a walk-on with Jake and Hunter's kid as well, holding the flag with their custom jersey.
Oh, that was epic, wasn't it?
Certainly was. Jake did say it was bittersweet seeing Hunter make Team USA again, and this year he did not. He wanted to get back to it, but he's going to continue his grind to try to get there.
Scotty coming in at 4-2-6. Admittedly, we don't know the score line here. That would be I'm sure it's going to be last leg decider.
I mean, it's either 0-0, 1-0, or 1-1.
I mean, who knows?
You know, the fun is in not knowing.
I think it's 1-1 here. This is the
right.
last leg decider. That's why I think Jake was setting up the board.
I think Jake was setting up the board because Scotty has his glasses on. Anyways, good load on there from Jake Smith.
Scott could have told him, "Hey, I'm too old for that. Go ahead, bud."
He said, "I'm the mouth, not the eyes." Oh no, some great matchup here. We'll see what Sky's able to do. Finds a treble 20. Needs another treble to leave a finish. Finds a 180. Scotty Miller giving a little bit of a pump with it too to leave the 146 after the 180.
Jake gives him a little stuff as well, knowing pressure's on him to convert here.
Needs to make sure to leave a finish. That's fine. You just couldn't afford to hit a 1 there.
Yes. That's exactly it. Needed to clean it up with just a ton, at least a ton.
146 plays 146. Who will show who how to hit it? This guy's thinking, man, I would love to show him how to hit it, actually. 619s or treble 20, treble 18 should be the route. Might just stay on the 20. No, he does go for the 18. Over to double 16. Scotty Miller hits a 146 and a last leg decider.
What a check from Scotty Miller.
Wow.
That
incredible
was
12 darter.
That was top-notch stuff there from the mouth.
Yeah, absolute class right there. That was a beautiful, beautiful shot from a great, strong player.
What a wow. Well, no better time than now for a quick little word from some of our sponsors, folks. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We got more coming from this bracket on the Elite side as well as Masters here in just a moment. William Stewart, Nick Teixeira. It's Sunday night here at NDA Team Dart.
Sunday. Come on around, come on down. We got the darts. We don't clown around.
Nick, buddy.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Do we need to do an intervention right now?
Yeah. We can go ahead. Well, so when I was a young man, I used to have a garden hose, and I would go out front and play with that hose.
All right, buddy. Bear with me, folks, as I wring his neck. We'll be right back.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store With over 10,000 different products, we create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
Dude, what's up? That jersey is awesome. You look like Peter Wright without the mohawk. Thanks, man. I got this from Flashpoint Designs. Can you believe it cost less than $50? We got jerseys for our entire team, including Bubba, who wears a 9XL. Oh, best part? It's got a little pocket for our darts. Nice. That's pretty cool. What's even better is that we had our order in less than 4 weeks. I thought they were kidding, but Flashpoint Designs really does make the best jerseys on the planet. Well, I would certainly agree with that. Heck yes!
Starting in darts can be really daunting, so we're going to take you through some of the basic equipment to help you improve your game. There are 3 main parts to the dart. We've got the flight, the shaft, and the barrel. There are thousands of different selections on offer, and we're going to take you through a select few. We're going to start off with the torpedo dart, one we associate with Luke Humphreys. He used this kind of dart because it lightly flies through the air. He's not got that sort of abrupt throw that other players have, and it just suits his style of play. The second dart we're going to look at is the parallel dart, and this is a very common design for me. I feel this is a good guide for starting off in your career. The likes of Michael Van Gerwen and Darryl Gurney have gone on to be very successful using this style of dart. It's one I started off with as well, and it's been perfect throughout my career, and it can suit most players' styles. The last set of darts we're going to look at is the specialist range, and obviously there's thousands of different options in this range, but it's one I'd associate with Peter Wright, obviously a player who's craving that perfection. Different styles will make his darts land different in the board. Obviously it is a dart that suits the more advanced player.
For nearly 40 years, Horizon Darts has been the go-to source for dart enthusiasts worldwide. From top quality brands sourced globally to our very own Laser Darts, the makers of the legendary Black Widow dart. Laser Darts has been scientifically proven utilizing XRF technology to stand as the highest quality darts in the world. And with our lifetime barrel warranty against breakage, you're guaranteed lasting satisfaction. Not sure which dart is right for you? Try before you buy with our lending library option. Visit our showroom, give us a call, or shop online at horizondarts.com.
Get snazzy with our April Dart of the Month and raffle. All Heroes Chizzy darts are 15% off all month long, including his latest Heroes Chizzy Series 3 with tons of barrel weights to choose from. You can automatically enter our raffle to win your choice of a Stick-It dart holder in the style Splash or Comic when you purchase our April Dart of the Month special. So, what are you waiting for? Don't forget, we ship internationally, and you can find these darts at a2zdarts.com. Best of luck to everyone!
Darts weights generally vary from 20 to 30 grams. From sort of 20 to 23 grams is the more professional and advanced route, and that is generally because it's a smaller dart, there's less surface area, so it gives you that option to be a lot more accurate. But going on from there, if you're starting out or at an intermediate level, we recommend a dart of kind of 24 grams and above because it's just got that bit more direction to the board. We're going to talk about grips on darts now, and there are lots of different options for players out there. Particularly when you're starting out, I think it's key an aggressive grip just to help you get settled with your style as you're beginning in the sport. We're going to look at the different styles of grip. I've used this dart as an example here. I think this is a very common dart for a lot of players. It was one that sort of suited my style, not too aggressive and at quite a slim barrel, but it is personal preference. You've got to feel really comfortable where you hold it. If you're just starting out and you maybe feel like you need a bit more grip, there are these aggressive style darts out there. There's plenty of grip in the middle, but like I said, it's where you place your hands on the barrel and you've got to feel comfortable.
What is the purpose of the Vertex stand? This product is made by Winmore, and they have solved 3 different problems. Number 1, when you don't want to permanently mount a dartboard. Number 2, when you can't drill into your walls. And number 3, when you want to travel with a dartboard. Not everyone wants a dartboard permanently mounted into a wall. Perhaps you just want to bust out the dartboard occasionally to entertain friends or family. The Vertex stand is perfect because you don't drill into the wall, you simply lean it against a flat surface. This is easily the most convenient product I've ever seen that you can set up or tear down super fast for portability. In minutes, you can have everything packed and ready to go with you for your next darts tournament or a friend's house or even camping. You can lean this bad boy up against a tree. On top of all of that, I love the idea of being able to easily travel with a dartboard. This thing is awesome. I was given it just to review, but believe me when I say it is not going back to A to Z Darts. They can try to pry it out of my hands.
The second one we're going to look at is the integrated setup, which is the flight and stem all built in together. As you can see, it's got the perfect shape. There's no fiddling about like with the classic where you've got to pull the flight in and out. But again, it's down to your personal preference. Looking at dart cases now, and we've got one here. This is very important when you're going out to a darts tournament to have your spares in there, your flights, your stems, your spare barrels, points even. It depends on your preference, a dart player. Myself, I tended to use a smaller wallet. I didn't like to have too many options and stray away from what the basics were. I'd have things like the odd set of stems, set of flights. But like I said, these all come in different sizes. It's down to your personal preference, but it's good to be equipped when you are playing darts.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
Dude, what's up? That jersey is awesome. You look like Peter Wright without the mohawk. Thanks, man. I got this from Flashpoint Designs. Can you believe it cost less than $50? We got jerseys for our entire team, including Bubba, who wears a 9XL. Oh, best part? It's got a little pocket for our darts. Nice. That's pretty cool. What's even better is that we had our order in less than 4 weeks. I thought they were kidding, but Flashpoint Designs really does make the best jerseys on the planet. Well, I would certainly agree with that. Heck yes!
Starting in darts can be really daunting, so we're going to take you through some of the basic equipment to help you improve your game. There are three main parts to dart. We've got the flight, the shaft, and the barrel. There are thousands of different selections on offer, and we're going to take you through a select few. We're going to start off with the torpedo dart, one we associate with Luke Humphreys. He used this kind of dart because it lightly flies through the air. He's not got that sort of abrupt throw that other players have, and it just suits his style of play. The second dart we're going to look at is the parallel dart, and this is a very common design for me. I feel this is a good guide for starting off in your career. The likes of Michael Van Gerwen and Darrell Gurney have gone on to be very successful using this style of dart. It's one I started off with as well, and it's been perfect throughout my career, and it can suit most players' styles. The last set of darts we're going to look at is the specialist range, and obviously there's thousands of different options in this range, but it's one I'd associate with Peter Wright, obviously a player who's craving that perfection. Different styles will make his darts land different in the board. Obviously it is a dart that suits the more advanced player.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start it off with our fourth and king seat matches here in the Elite Singles. Scotty Miller taking on Mateus here in this one. And we're starting here with Scotty and Mateus because they're ready to go. They're up. They're saying, all right, we'll go ahead and start. So that's where we'll start as well. Now the king seat, that'll be Brandon Perez and Franz. So we will have that one coming your way as soon as it begins, and that will take precedent pending if they get started fairly quickly or not. So,
yeah, looking forward to seeing all the action that we can get on our main boards because it's been blink and you miss it. These Masters and Elite players that are taking well to the schedule change up in the digital brackets, and that especially applies to the ladies. So actually it just applies to everyone. Everyone is moving faster this year. Thank you. I'm proud of you players because so many times, and I will get on my pedestal here for a second. I'm going to get on a pedestal here while we look and get everything set up here. But man, oh man, time and time again, we have seen like tournaments run so long, and the part of it is the paper brackets being such a digital. But the other part is players just knowing, okay, I don't want to be the one that causes the cascade on the bracket, and a lot of them are just showing more swiftness on the dartboard. And I have to say, good job, players. I am proud of you.
yeah, they've done what they need to do to kind of maximize the value here on the time and the boards that we have. So in order for this to work out, they have to stagger start. There's a new group coming in right now to start their matches. So it's good that NDA has done it this way because it's allowed for every board to be used throughout the evening.
Yeah, it's been a good time out here. Fast-paced play, high-octane moments. Matthias here going to try to make up for some lost ground. Going to be looking for a 10 plus. Does do so, covers up the distance. Advantage still to the Mouse Scotty as he is out in front. Matthias actually lost pretty early on in round number 2.
So been making a run there on that backside for quite some time then, huh?
Yeah, well, a first round bye, and sometimes that can actually be a curse because you need those extra darts to kind of feel settled in, and that's exactly what happened. Played Karsten Knock in that round and then got knocked down and has been fighting ever since on this top side. Beat Martin Rinnick and then Ralph Augustin, Miracle Horline, and then Joey Mann, Steve Hilger, and then went on to beat out Leonard Gates and Dason Alberts. Man, talk about a tough field to get through.
I would say so. What a field indeed.
Scotty Miller had a little bit more success on the winner side of the bracket, but not by too much. Beat Florian Zeltzer in that first round. Sasha Held in the second. Leonard Gates in the third, by the way. So both these players bested Leonard Gates on their way. And then Franz Rorschitz knocked Scott Miller down to the loser side of the bracket, where then he had to face off against Carson Knock, and then also played Sasha Cole and Jake Smith.
We'll see if Scotty can take this leg. We are just getting underway between Franz and Brandon Perez.
Sean Green, happy you made a home safe, brother. Hope you had a good time in Los Angeles.
Could have made the Leonard Gates move and just came
here.
Saw us, but
yeah,
whatever.
You could have been on the same plane as Leonard Gates on the way here, Sean. We would have bunked with you. You would have had to share a bed with me, but I don't know who that's bad for. Sky wasn't able to take it, but we'll be able to return. Sean saying, but I have work tomorrow. Well, so do we. Our jobs are just made-up jobs. Also, shout out to whoever's playing sea shanties now. The jukebox is getting unhinged, and it wasn't even my fault this time.
You sure it wasn't your fault?
Sean, while you're here, can you just tell me it's not... Either way. Sean, since you're here, can you tell me, is it not hilarious that while the International Challenge is starting to queue up 8 different songs involving America as a commentator?
Yeah. Geez. We'll go ahead and keep it here, just based on why I don't think it. We're just defeating the person. We're just jumping around, so we'll just keep it right here.
Yeah, the timing just unfortunately didn't work out. We tried to best to get our seat match. We'll try to best to get what's remaining of said seat match, depending on how this one goes.
Hopefully, they'll go to the last leg and we catch that.
Ricky, I guarantee you we've heard so much Disney music because Dason Alberts is here.
Yeah.
And
Jeez,
this also happened. Dason says, I need more credits. I need to put some more music on the jukebox. I hand him my phone because I happen to have a lot of credits because I have a music playing problem on the jukebox. And hand it to him. He then proceeds to play every song as a fast pass over my own music. I was the only other one that had music queued earlier today because it was a light haul as most of the players were out and about in Las Vegas.
That's too funny that he did that to you.
Like, he just did that. Like, that's so rude. Scotty can make up for the lost distance here. Needs at least 100. And look at that. Makes up for the ground. And can he gain more? He can. Finds a 180. Scotty Miller getting heated up. He's definitely feeling more like Miller High Life, if anything, right now.
He's the champagne abyss.
You know it's the only beer that they have bottled in France?
Random facts presented by Mr. Nick Teixeira.
It was a lie.
Yeah, exactly. 2 truths and a lie. Well, no truths, just lies.
Eric asking what division this is. This is going to be Division 7.
No, get out of here. This is your elite. This is your top level. The best of the best. The cream of the crop. The cream.
You got to rise to the top like the cream of the crop, brother.
I knew I would work it out of you there.
It doesn't take much. I'm kind of good at impersonations. Can I buy you a 5th sandwich?
Stop it.
Sorry. Good shot there. Does find the 133 lead 50, but we've seen the 146 from Scotty Miller. Going to be looking to check the 149. 3 points more impressive. Can he do it? He's going to tell himself he can.
Just did it not too long ago with a 146. You can do it with a 149. Oh, come on, Scotty. Oh, come on, Scotty.
Scotty Miller, 32. No! It looked good, and it just barely doesn't go.
Oh,
that was to get to the third place match.
What a shot from Scotty Miller. About does it with it's on 50.
18 double 16. Going to be the shot. Matthias here knows that this is an important dart because his opponent's sitting prime, and he's capable of drilling it here. Does take control of his own destiny to make this 1-1. One hole away from Scott Miller being able to take the leg.
I mean, it's put a smile on his face. Yeah.
Now they're going to be heading to a last leg decider. Just going to be singles coverage tonight. No doubles as everyone's on their own devices. And Ricky, hope you get better soon, my friend.
There we go. Single bowl there.
So here we go. Last leg decided to get to that third place match. That's to go ahead and get the start. How well of a start will it be?
Yeah, you got to start off hot here, don't you?
Well, that's a good start. Can he find a triple on the last? He can, so very solid in. 111, great shot, especially with the throw. Puts pressure on Scott to be able to try to get back into the mix for a last leg decider.
Needs it. Would love another. And he gets another. It's a 160 in for Miller.
Look at Matthias' face. He was just giving him classic thumbs up nod right there. Beautiful shot. Both good ends. Still going to have advantage going first. This is going to be a sprint to the finish line, it seems.
Certainly looks like it. Adds another one. We are off to the races, folks.
Yeah,
he's coming on the inside. He's coming on the out. Here we go. It's a barn burner. Yeah.
Oh, a little transatlantic there.
There you go. You're welcome.
I like that. But Scotty going to try to answer right back from the 137 that Matthias threw. It is 1-1. That is correct. We'll get that scoreboard updated there for you. Apologies.
I'm trying to pay attention to this other match too. So
yeah, we're watching the seat match in the background to make sure we get updates on that one as it goes.
I believe this is the last leg on both. So Perez has the advantage over on the hill match.
Matthias has the advantage here into this one.
Yes, he does. With the start, so Miller has to collect on a ton here, you feel, and that's just minimum.
And he was one hole out on the 149, hit the 146. So I'm thinking 146, 147, 148 in his wheelhouse. But needs to leave a finish. How about a 141?
He does. He's just sneaking in there to leave that 141.
Trouble 18 for double top. One dart at it for the match to get to the third place, and you can see Matthias walking off the Aki. Looks like actually a dart flew over there, so kind of got forced off the Aki. This is important dart. Must go. And it does go dead center. Matthias and Scotty Miller.
Oh, no, Scotty! No, Scotty! Scotty!
Down goes Scott. Not Hanish, but Miller.
He played well. Oh, yeah, there you go. Big hug.
What is going on?
Big
What is going on out here?
We don't know.
Scotty down, Scotty down. Wee woo, wee woo. Here we go. It's the seat match. Last league decider, Brandon Perez on 55. Brandon Perez.
Oh, my. 55 needed here for Perez.
Scott Hanish says I knew I'd be brought up.
And Perez gets the hill there with the win.
And now he's going to pick up his opponent. No, I'm just kidding.
Now I am so happy we got that fourth place match.
You chose correctly.
Oh, my. Oh, folks, that is just...
Coming up immediately should be that third place match. Chad's loving that one. That's as Chris put it, that's a classic.
You can just see that they had a lot of respect for each other. And Scotty was just as happy with a win or a loss as he'll take home fourth place.
Hopefully Scott has a lot of respect for a chiropractor. Well, he's going to throw out his own back. Alrighty, folks, coming up next should be that third place match. Welcome to Las Vegas, everybody. Welcome.
Folks,
it's fun.
We're gonna find some oxygen. We need some oxygen back here. Stat. Anybody got an
Apparently
ambulance?
we do.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Time for the third place match in what has been a fall-over affair. I'm looking forward to seeing every bit of this great darting action here. We have Matthias back on the dartboard. He just showed us a thrilling matchup here in that fourth place position against Scotty Miller. And Franz, who had a heartbreaking last leg deciding loss, trying to get a little bit of redemption here. This is going to be an all-out brawl to make it to that final. Loser gets 600. Winner of this guaranteed at least 900. And if you win the final, you're guaranteed 2,500. That's a big prize difference. And you got to get through Brandon Press first or last. Right now, you need to get through one of these two gentlemen. Who you cheering for? Who you got? Let us know.
Yeah, definitely do that one. We're coming down to, I mean, it's just absolutely crazy how quick this is ran tonight under a 4-hour bracket. Just unreal. And yeah, we find ourselves in this third position. Franz has played well throughout the day. Matthias has made this unbelievable run here on the loser's side. I mean, took the L in round number 2, right? So, I mean, for you to make a stand like that on the loser's side is pretty impressive.
Looks like our Masters bracket's already in that fourth place match. I already played the seed as well. So just a heads up, folks, that they just got that one going. So we're going to make sure we don't miss that third place and final if we can. Obviously prioritizing the elite, but then going to the Masters. So just letting you guys know what's coming up next. It's going quick. It's going fast. We're going for speed. It is our time and need. Here we go. Back to the match. You can see Franz getting right near the checkout range, but not able to do so. So Matthias actually primed in position. Throwing at 50 point per dart, by the way, so throwing absolutely incredible. Going to be teeing it up for the next visit, and it's going to be teed up fairly well at 101. He wanted a little bit more, but you can't get too mad about that. Vice versa, Franz fighting along, also only getting 100, so it's going to be a case of a break-a-throw potential here. Matthias with the first opportunity, Franz with the second. Single 9, double 16 for leg number 1, and it does go. Matthias continuing with his methodical finishing. Here we go on to leg number 2. Very quick, very fast matches that we've been seeing tonight, as it has just really been top tier, excellent play across the board. Looking at some of our other brackets here, looks like they're still moving and grooving. But I can tell you this top end is finishing so fast today. Single 20, double 20. Does get a little bit of grounds. Matthias going to try to go back-to-back on the breaks of throw. Franz, top-tier European competitor. We were looking at him earlier on Dartspedia and a few other places. Has played in some high-level events and has had some big wins, including against Rob Cross in his career. Going to be trying to channel some of that energy in this matchup, knowing that he's going to get an in for Matthias, who just had a great long discussion with Scotty Miller after Scotty almost broke his own back picking up his opponent. Finds the first treble 20, hits a single after, and hits a 140. So Franz definitely starting to hit some danger zone. His throw's starting to get taken away from him. Yeah, this is a big moment. You can have the first finish. Just hitting a 100 leads to the 164. Finds the first trip 20 to do so. Oh, you got to be careful. Single 20 doesn't leave and finish now. And that's exactly what happened at 179. You can see him throwing his hands up in frustration, as I didn't hear Wilbur behind me. That scared the crap out of me.
Sorry. I had to run over there and tell it's actually Dustin Holt and Patrick Longyan that will be in that third place position on the level 1. So I'm surprised Dustin's on level 1, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually insane to me. Well, level 1 or Masters?
Sorry, Masters. Yeah,
I was like, that should be illegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Masters.
Very different.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to, again, continue our full coverage here of the Elites and then the Masters bracket.
Well, maybe. Franz.
A little too good on that last start.
Yeah, leaving it a little bit too good, but he kind of knows Matthias is gonna get this leg, or at least he believes.
And the match win.
Exactly.
To go to the final against Brandon Perez. Does do so. Very convincing leg and very convincing form. Matthias absolutely finding a hot streak right now, isn't he?
And then Matthias finished fairly well in last year's 01, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he was up there. It was either 01 or Cricket, but I believe in 2024 he was.
So on your winners from this is Cricket, excuse me.
That's what I'm saying.
See, hit the wrong one. Leonard Gates first, Kai Goddard second, Kenny Doyle third with his finishing streak.
Go to Masters. Okay, maybe I just
Steve Hilger, Nick West, Dustin Holt.
Okay.
So I guess Dustin Holt was in Masters last year as well.
All righty. Well, we're going to head on over to the Phoenix board. That is where we'll get Dustin Holt and Patrick Longyan. That is your third place matchup in the Masters bracket. So we'll catch a glimpse here. Who is the holder right now of the seat in that Masters bracket. It's going to be Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel Delgado. Looking forward to seeing him. I believe that's one of our Spaniard friends, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like they're just getting those last couple of darts warmed up here before getting into the mix. If you're curious what Dustin Holt is listening to, well, it's Dean Martin.
You sure? What if it's Frank Sinatra? Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
All right, well, enough of that. As they'll take their final few and should get underway.
Yeah, it looks like they're both ready, and it looks like Dustin's going to show first on the board. Finds the double just on the left side of it, one hole in. And then just a single from Patrick. So here we go. Dustin will get the start into this Masters singles bracket. Question here about our remaining coverage of what brackets and what we'll be expected to see tomorrow in the morning. That's going to be Team Cricket round 1, if I'm not mistaken, all levels. And then singles cricket in the evening, which we'll see the Elite and Masters. And then Tuesday morning will be that Team Cricket bracket Masters finals. And then in the evening there, it looks like the mixed triples combo and seniors brackets.
There we go.
And Wednesday will be our Team Cricket finals.
So Mike Redmond saying he won in 2023.
Oh.
There we go. I knew I had seen him make a run at one point.
Well, that means I was here too, and I didn't remember either.
Well, you don't remember anything.
That is true. I didn't even remember that Abby's from Minnesota. And their name's Scott.
Abigail Scottsdale, to be exact.
But not from Scottsdale, Arizona. Keith, to answer your question, 0. We are just excited to be here. And we mean it. You would know. Like, legitimately, as seeing both of us let loose on after streams,
you would know. You would know. You would know.
You would know.
It's a little bit too much.
Kyle says, not enough.
Actually, the dumbest idea was that we cracked a Red Bull or Monster when we did.
Yeah, actually, that's actually what it is.
That was probably a dumb decision. Well, Dustin leaves himself on a bogey, and it's a chance for Patrick to, 177 to leave him on a 114 check.
Yeah, beautiful shot there from Patrick, playing in great form. Trying to get that big payout here. This Masters bracket, first place, 900 bones. That's a lot of bones. Second place, 700 bones. Loser in this match is going to get 442 clams. They ran out of bones. Well, you set up the 114, you got to take the 114. He's going to get it one dart. Going to reset himself. 14 for double top. 18 for double 18 also works. Oh, but he hits the double 1. Can't believe it. And Dustin Holt has to take advantage of this opportunity.
Level 10.
Oh, wow. Good shot there. Dustin Holt saves the day after having some scares on that checkout process. Ram Guevara saying, what's the difference between Masters and Elite?
I think it's just they take the top half and move them to Elite. They take the bottom half of the other players and move them to Masters, just to kind of, I guess, speed those brackets along.
Well, there is a payout difference as well.
Yes, a subtle payout difference.
More than subtle. 2,500 to first in Elite,
guess.
900 to first in Masters.
Yeah, pretty big.
There is a significant payout difference, but there's still a lot of money in these brackets. Don't get us wrong. I'll try to answer back from Patrick's excellent end. Dustin Holt does keep himself in the running, but Patrick having some control.
Thank you.
But Patrick, he's playing good. We've seen him play plenty of times on our live stream. We know what he's capable of doing, but I've got to be honest, the form we're seeing right now is very consistent out of him, showing the right recipe. And Dustin showed some frustrations. This late can definitely be Patrick's, especially if he hits a good setup shot here. But doesn't hit a particularly strong setup shot. Let's Dustin Hall have an outside chance. He still needs to hit a big shot.
Yeah,
140 doesn't even get enough, so you have to hit a 180 here. Or 170 plus.
May just do that.
Well.
Oh, just a little short.
.156 gets an opportunity. It doesn't have to go, but you certainly don't want to leave much to chance. It might just go. Double 18 for the 156 check, and not quite. Patrick goes outside on the last. But gets 3 darts on the return. 186 needs to set it up for pressure. Oh, that will help. That'll be solid. And there you go. Finds 100, but not enough to really make the Patrick feel the heat here. Oh, outside. Wait a second. Does somehow get underneath. It's going to a last leg decider, but this is a third-place match. We actually have a final queued up, if I'm not mistaken here, Will.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting ready to get started between Brandon Perez and Mateus. So we've already seen most of this bracket for us, so it would be dumb for us not to give you at least the final, and we can come back to the final here. So
yeah, that's a third-place match that we're looking on the other side. This is the final. Here we go. Matthias here has been absolutely incredible on the dartboard over these last 2 matches we saw. Brandon Perez didn't get a chance to get a good look at his game earlier, but we know what he's capable of. As Mike Redmond put it, death taxes and Brandon Perez making a run in singles 0-1.
Just meant to be, right?
And again, big payout difference, $2,500 for first place. So you really want to get that win, because that gets you a lot of ice cream cones or whatever else you want to spend that money on in Vegas. I don't know why it wouldn't be ice cream. Or $900 for second place.
And you also can have a tale of 2 different sides here. So Matthias came from overseas, thousands of miles away from his hometown to compete here at NDA Team Dart. Brandon Perez, 15-minute drive.
Yeah, and honestly, let's be honest, he probably took an Uber.
He probably did. So he is a local here and kind of has that advantage where he gets to go home, sleep in his own bed, wake up and knows the town, knows how to get here and everything else. So
let's see, Perez makes up for lost ground by finding the 180. But still not going to be the first one out of check. Unless he hits something big here. Certainly possible from Brandon Perez. Finds success on the first start. But 173, not going to be a leave here.
Update from that other match. Dustin Holt, 116. Patrick, 405. All in the hands of Dustin.
Patrick
all in the
played
hands of
so
Dustin.
well, but just struggled to get in, it seems.
I mean, let's be honest, though. Dustin put on quite a performance to get himself to the number he's on. Just listen to this. just listen to this. 160, 85, 140 to leave that 116.
Yeah, and then treble 20 already hit for Dustin. Single 60, double top for the match to get to the final.
Not
double
quite.
one, he missed.
But here we go. This one looking for a cleanup job. Double 10. Inside up to double 5. And can't quite do it. Perez on double 18 for a 1-0 advantage.
Yeah, and that dart was kind of dragged a little bit. Brandon, big moment. Because he's able to take that and put himself a match point here in this final.
And Dustin Holt takes the Masters third place match. Just the update there. As we'll see him in the finals versus Delgado. His first dart in here.
Yeah, Matthias has been so strong in this match, or in the previous two matchups, and he was strong in this one, just missing a couple darts to double at the tail end, something he wasn't doing in the prior. Brandon Perez wants to take advantage of that, and he likes that double 18, but maybe the double 18 doesn't like him. He already used it on the out. Maybe it's afraid to be on the end. Only 16 points scored, and against the darts, Matthias knows he can try to run away with this. Rocking that a little bit older of the D-Sob jerseys. You can see it from the Dart Sharks.
Great advantage put forth by Matthias as Perez almost 200 down.
So Matthias trying to see what he can do. He wants to continue taking advantage of this opportunity. He does find a treble 19 on the last, but just enough of a let off the gas to let Brandon get back into the fray here. 180 would be absolutely massive to leave the 170. It's a must hit to be the first one to finish.
Oh,
and
my.
This would be insane.
Leaves the 170, Nick.
Oh, my goodness. Look at the grin on
He knows
Matthias.
this is not how I planned this going. I had the upper hand, and Perez has gained it back.
The 170 is not free. But Matthias has to make sure to leave himself something prime. Because even if the 170 doesn't go, it can get brought down heavily. And 112, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great.
It's not, yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, you can go 4 mark on the 18s to leave you the tops, but Perez for 170.
Finds the first. Can he get another one? He can. He's going to get a dart bull for the 170 for the match. And he hits it. 180, 170. Brandon Perez, 2-0 win in your elite brackets.
He pulls it off with the big fish, Nick. $2,500. My goodness.
Worth every penny of that dart. Brandon Perez is your man. The hitman executes the contract perfectly.
What a dart. Absolutely insane, folks. There is your elite final or elite singles champion in 01, Mr. Brandon Perez.
$2,500 hairs. We're going to be going back in just a moment here for continued coverage of our Masters finals. In just a moment's time, folks. I'm Nick Teixeira, joined by Will Stewart. Don't go far. They're going to get set up here in just a moment's time. Welcome back, everybody. Now for our Masters finals here. Dustin Holt and Daniel Delgado, on this matchup here. As you can see, Dustin Holt, to get things started, finds a high ton, 160 in. I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup. My name's Nick Scher, joined by Will Stewart. We just saw Brandon Perez have a magnificent end to his run in the elite singles, hitting the 180 to the 170 for the checkouts. We're going to have to see what magnificence we see here as Dustin Holt survived his scare from Patrick Long in that third-place matchup.
How about this mustache from Mr. Delgado here?
Yeah, I knew I recognized the name. I actually commentated him when he was at the Bullshooter Europe finals.
There we
year.
go. There we go.
So that's where I recognize him from. And he was a excellent player. And what I recall specifically from his game was that his scoring power was all right, but his finishing power was something else. Him and Daniel Zapata had some amazing finishes out in Bullshooter Europe. I'm looking forward to seeing if that finishing potential is here. It must be if he's in the seat.
He's going to have to get double dipped with that information that you just gave us about him being in the seat. Dustin Holt going to try to be the one that does that. He played well in his last match. He's continuing it here. Good low ton there to leave himself at 76, especially with Daniel well back.
You can see Dustin going ahead and trying to tech this here. Does immediately do that. 160, 140, 125, 76 check for an 11 dart leg. Blink and you miss it. Leg number 1 on the board for Dustin Holt. You can see Daniel Delgado giving him a little bit of a clap, a little bit of respect, but he knows he wants to go ahead and take advantage of the start in this leg.
And he's in, but the way Dustin is playing right now is just some good stuff. We'll see what he can muster here. Does go in himself.
Yeah, he did survive a little bit of a scare in that third-place match up until that last leg decider, where eventually Patrick started to fall off the wagon just a little bit. Patrick said to me, he's like, Dustin's always had my number. I've gotten close. I've never been able to cross that line. And I said, well, next year maybe it might be you and Brandon Perez holding both of the singles titles. And he just laughed and said, that's the goal.
That's the goal, yep. He definitely wants to avoid Brandon at all cost.
Does look like we have some of those other finals currently going. Level 14 final just got called underway. So that's going to be Courtney Kaywood and Dave Lyon. Shout out to the Maine man. Get it, Maine, Lyon. Anyways, a couple of these other brackets already getting to that seat and fourth place matches as well. They did a stagnated start time, so they're cruising along out there.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get a couple lower levels here in a little bit. So,
and we're going to try to add some additional stuff to our coverage, get a couple of the different divisions, show some of the other people in the room, and then go from there.
Yeah, it'll probably, admittedly, going to be a shorter evening for us tonight. We're going to catch up on some sleep, but we want to feature as many finals as we can. So we're going to do that with our levels 10 through 18 here in just a moment.
By catching on sleep, it's actually Will getting put to sleep by me on the dartboard. Good
Not
shot.
going to happen.
Good shot there, 81 left for Dustin Holt if Delgado doesn't take the 1-2-2. 418s, good marker for the treble, but doesn't go. Going to stay there and does find on the last to leave 32. 57 for double 12 for Dustin Holt. Dustin Holt, by the way, was one of the first players I ever remember commentating with you in person, Will, if you don't remember this, back at the Cherry Bomb.
Oh, yeah.
He hit back-to-back 9 marks in a cricket league, and it was the first time he ever said, shh, they can hear you to me. And let me tell you, he said it to me plenty of times since.
It travels, bud. It travels. 32 needed for Delgado. Gets it for 1-1. Yeah, even a whisper is a roar for Nick Teixeira.
I'll be honest. I'm actually a very quiet person to live with, but if I'm talking, I will be loud.
Yeah, sleep
I
talking.
just can't help it.
Sleep talking is the key there.
That's
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Did I confess anything?
Yes.
Did I tell you where the body was? Looks like Delgado did get the diddle. So he will get the start. Man, he is rocking the fit right here. You can see he has the classic dart player demeanor, but with exquisite mustache. I definitely think it adds 10% to the dart player's ability if they have cool facial hair.
Got to, right?
Brandon Perez grew a beard and won singles. That's
facial
how that
hair
works.
Wins.
Oh, advantage to Delgado early in this one just because of the fact that he won the diddle. It's going to be up to the next couple of darts here. As Will's been putting it very aptly. That round 3 is kind of the make or break moments in legs like this.
It certainly is. It's the big one. And there's a good round from Delgado.
And Dustin, unfortunately, not finding the treble. He's been all over it. Does drill it on the last to keep him alive in the lay. If you miss that last dart, you're starting to feel really scared. At least with that dart right there, it says, okay, I still have work to do, but I'm in it. Delgado playing well. You see how interesting his arm
Yeah, that's
is?
how I was just kind of focused on it. It's very interesting. He doesn't pull it back very far. Just kind of a little bit pull back and then releases through. But he's sitting pretty here. Or is he?
Well, I mean, that 180 is massive, but that only keeps things chalk.
Exactly. It's not enough to give him a checkout look. And pinning Delgado's throw here, he's guaranteed to leave him on something, but what will he leave?
Oh, now he needs to go to the 18s, or probably. Yeah, he does go to 18s to leave the 160, but that's an absolute misstep.
Yeah, 39 is nowhere near what he needed to obtain there. Because Holt, if he capitalized on a ton or 140, he's going to like his odds.
And Steve, that is correct. That round 3 is where the 180 was hit by Brandon Perez, proving Will Stewart's round 3 theory.
So here you go, 160, and cannot go. Holt leaves the 80, so going to try to at least get a dart here, if not 2, at a check to force a decider or a deciding set.
And Holt definitely picked up after that lax open. Should get a dart no matter what. It's going to be a dart at the bull. And the 1 hole out the double now has to fade a 118 from the Spaniard Daniel Delgado.
And Holt's going to be kicking himself because he didn't get a look at the outside ring.
It might not matter. Daniel's kind of having some wayward darts. Yeah, these last 9 darts have not been where he needs them to be, and he's wondering where the darts have gone.
Well, Dustin just gave himself a come on. Forget about that last round and capitalize here. 9 for double 8.
2 darts at the double for Dustin to send it to a second set. That's exactly what's going to happen. You can see him kind of cross his hands there. And Daniel giving a shake of the head, knowing that those last 9 darts left a lot to be desired. So they're going to get right back into it.
Yeah, just go ahead and no hesitation. Just play it, continue on. You can handle that scoring side here in a minute.
You can see Dustin does find the double on the bull. Good diddle, and Daniel Delgado needs to be careful not to implode in this moment. He kind of had those last 9 darts be lackluster in a moment where he felt like he was about to win the match and the title. You can see him kind of looking up to the dart gods there after losing the diddle, and Dustin Holt has the momentum in this moment.
Yeah, and it goes back to 0-0 here for our second set.
0-0.
0-0 here for our second set.
You say nil, I say 0. And Dustin doesn't get in. This is immediate reprieve for the Spaniard.
It really is. And he'll look to capitalize on this turn.
Might be able to use that dart. Does use that dart. Trying to get a ton on the end. Instead, will settle for 43. Still effectively taking the throw from Dustin, even if Dustin hits a ton plus in. Going to give up on the 20s. Over to the 16s. Does get in. And then finds a trouble on the last. Wasn't catastrophic, though, for Dustin.
No, you can see he's very – he puts emotions on his sleeves, and you can see that. I mean, he's throwing the hand gestures, throwing everything at you when he has a good round, maybe even not a good round.
Yeah, well, he plays with his heart on his sleeve. He's done that for as long as he's been a top-level player.
All the time, man. At times, it's hurt him really, really bad, to be fair. But he's worked on it. He's grown.
He's also, if I'm not mistaken, a sober player as well.
Yes.
So
yep.
That's another big factor. Is it's hard to control those emotions when you don't have something kind of drowning them out a little bit, whether it be headphones, whether it be alcohol, whether it be something else. But a little bit of a lull in this leg. Dustin marks to the bottom side.
That's a tough dart for him. It's a tough dart for him, that one. So I was looking for him to possibly move down to those 19s there, but chose to stay.
But Delgado, I mean, something
same for him.
Switch flipped right here. These guys were incredible. They never wait back.
They never do. Never do.
But Dustin can still be the first one on to finish despite not getting in.
Beautiful. Play it smart.
He played that last dart conservative, wisely so.
I think he moved up just a hair. Yeah, I was okay with the single 20 there rather than pushing himself into the 5 or 1 and leaving a bogey. But Delgado doing what he needs to do to leave a finish as well, just in case Holt doesn't take this out. How will you attack? He'll go 20s. I'm always a fan of the 19s myself. Stay there for 2.
You also love 19s on your setup in general.
I do.
I must admit, I am a 19 setter upper.
I'll just take the 2 in one place rather than moving around.
See, I'm as you wisely put it, a hanger and banger.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
I like to stay up and ride it out as long as I can, unless the opportunity to set up is too tempting otherwise.
Nah, I maneuver around the board. Work the surface, my guy. 36 needed for Dustin. And there you go. 1-0 as he has his first advantage of this final.
Delgado looking up, shaking the head. The body language has shifted.
Yes, it certainly has. And he gives himself a little appreciation handshake there, but he knows I need a good leg here. Preferably a 12er, you think? A 12er?
A 12er?
A 12er would be good.
So far on pace for a 9er.
They're both on 9s.
Michael may miss. Michael may hit.
Well, they're not on 9s anymore. Never mind.
You blew it. Over to double 16. It does collect it. It says, thank you. What the heck? Delgado needs to stay collected. Try to get this leg on the board. Send this to a last leg decider. Finding that perfect in. Needs to just follow up the momentum. He doesn't need a 9 as much as he wanted that first start to go in. Should go for a cover on the last and does do so. Wise shot for the 97.
Dustin A little bit behind here, no doubt. Needs a couple triples. Only finds the one. So, I mean, his next round kind of looking at 105.
Yeah, you can see some serious struggles going on in this moment. Again, the finish line kind of being so apparently close, knowing that you're less than 1,000 points away from that finish. If you're Dustin, you're only 272 points away from that finish line.
Oh.
That's a pretty 60.
It is a pretty 60, but it doesn't give him much value, does it?
Yeah, 144, absolutely eligible. Going to stay there for double 12. Doesn't go, so now just going to be on setup duty. Decides to leave double 6. Good shot there. Delgado primed up. Will have at least 3 more darts to be able to go to another last leg decider. And if you're Daniel, it's despite Dustin having some excellent moments and starting off really strong in this final, you're thinking this is your final that you were supposed to win. You were so close in that first set.
Oh.
But now, all of a sudden, it could be getting away from you.
Here
72.
we go. Holt, he's thinking 20s or 16s. What are you going, bud? He normally would go 20s. He's learned. 16 for 32.
And it doesn't go. He was on the wire. Dustin Holt, match dart missed. Daniel Delgado needs to take out the double 6. He failed to in the last throw. Not going to fail it in this throw. We're going to one last leg here for your Masters bracket. Dustin Holt to show first on the diddle. Finds a single bull. Daniel Delgado won the other diddle in the first set.
You can see on his face he feels like it's not enough. And it isn't enough. Delgado takes the start here in our last leg decider. 1-1. Winner of this leg is your champion of the Masters bracket at NDA Team Dart.
Daniel Delgado wasting no time, gets immediately in. Finds a Shanghai on the open for a 120. Pressure immediately on the back of Dustin Holt, who has been fighting to get back to this point.
I like that. I love that. I felt like he hasn't had the success on the 20s that he would like, so go ahead and hammer down on the 32 there. Yes, you're forgoing the 9 darter. It's kind of a give or take moment, isn't it?
Yeah, but he wasn't hitting the 20. And you could do like the Porky 17, 19, 20 move if you really wanted to. But no matter what, I really do think that was a wise move from Dustin Holt in that scenario. Needed to make sure to get darts in early. And if the 12's hit by Delgado, then the 12 will be hit by Delgado. Finds a 100. A little bit frustrating knowing that he now has to find perfection on his next throw. Especially if a ton plus is hit here. Delgado can use that dart. Does use that dart. 140, lead the 156. Now a 180 needed by Dustin Holt.
And needed that last dart to go in to leave a check and succeeded there. Holt will not be able to leave a check.
So 6 darts for 156. Daniel Delgado struggled in this very moment in the first set, last leg decider. He's not going to struggle here, you think, but no guarantees yet. It's so hard to cross that finish line, and it isn't over till last dart is thrown, but 36 is left on his return. Dustin Holt can only set up and pray for a chance to go back to this board, but he knows this could be his last 3 darts of the day.
It was an incredible fight from Dustin. He got himself to a last legger in the second set, but you sense it's come to an end. Delgado, 36, gets it.
And there you go. Daniel Delgado from España reigns victorious in the Masters level. Dustin Holt falls just shy on his run. Giving some love back home, pointing to the logo on the shirt there. There you go, Daniel Delgado, living in the moment.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, we're going to go jump on over to the tournament director's desk. I'm going to maximize our time here. I'm going to go grab us some level 10 through level 18 finals here for us to conclude our evening with a few of those. I think it'd be fun to do that. So we're going to go ahead and cue in a couple of those matches. Let me go ahead and run out there and do that with our tournament staff. I'll be right back, folks.
Welcome back, everybody, to our coverage here of NDA Team Dart 2025. My name is Nick Deshura, joined by Will the Thrillium Stewart, and I'm looking forward to seeing this level 16 final of Audrey Smith taking on Sarah Romeo. 301 Fat Bowl, open in, open out is the format here. Second place, 360 doll hairs, $500 to first place. So looking forward to seeing this one.
Oh, yeah, and we're getting some different levels. You know, that's great to do. And this one being from a level 16, total of 18 levels here for our bracket today. So, yeah, seeing some of those players that maybe experience, but maybe not. Maybe they're new.
Well, we talked about it like this, Will, where we framed it. NDA Team Dart has a great top end, but frankly, this is the gateway tournament to national level traveling out-of-state tournaments. A lot of times players, this is their first out-of-state tournament and their main out-of-state tournament that they go to.
Exactly. So now it's great that we're able to feature them here on the stream.
Now, Audrey is your seat holder representing Derrick Music Company from West Virginia. Sarah Romeo, also from Derrick Music Company, representing West Virginia. So look at that. Some ladies that are probably familiar with each other and had a decent crowd pulling in. You already see Bullseyes and Brewski's boys appearing in the background. That's how you know the West Virginians are over here.
We should have level 13 and level 10 queued in as well. So good spread here on our levels.
This is Audrey Smith stepping up to the line. So this is your seat holder. Sitting on 196. Going to try to continue to bring it on down.
How about that?
That'll work.
Looks on the big 54.
Stayed up there for all three as well. Just want to shout out, you see the lady walking in the background, that's Miss Debbie. Got a chance to play with her in Tennessee when I was out there in Trios events.
Miss Debbie.
Miss Debbie.
I like it.
Always love seeing her out here. She's always full of fun and smiles. That was being her and Brett Davis was that Trios.
I love it. There's certain individuals that you just team up with and you got a lifelong friendship. You know, it's you team up that one
you
time.
Me and Sean?
No, we're not friends. We
you
just
mean
act like
Jen?
it. Same thing. But anyway, back to the match. Here we go.
Me and Tori.
That's it.
98 still can go. Still going to stay on the bowl, but doesn't collect. So 110 gets an opportunity now. It's about just bringing it on down. There's no such things as a guarantee in any level of darts, but especially in this one right here where every point matters, every dart matters. We see so many matches won and lost where both players are on a finish. And that's kind of a common tale that you might see here in some of these lower-leveled matches.
We will go over to the 85 scoreline for Romeo.
Tim in the chat saying, who saw that good-looking Jen in the Hawaiian shirt and khaki pants rolling through a bit ago? Jen actually isn't wearing khaki pants.
Yep, that's
Nor is
me.
it Gent.
That's me.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
what you're wearing.
Thank you. That's me.
214s can open out, so big single, another one. No, that's too many.
She gave it the old closed eye trick there too.
Oh, I think she's been throwing most of the darts like that, actually. So it might have some eye dominance issues, which is usually a sign of that.
Could be it.
Or you just want to be a pirate.
218s needed. Oh, and she busts, hitting the double.
Yeah, you can see that this is going to be a little nervy affair. You can see when she sets the dart, that's when the eye closes.
Yep.
Going over to the double 15. Doesn't go. Hits a single on the last. If she returns, it'll just be a single needed. Double 18 or a trip 12 for the fans. Outside on the first. Outside on the second. Shaking her head.
Oh.
And that's a single on the last. A good correction, just doesn't go. So 15 does go. Audrey Smith, you can see that's just leg number one, but she's shaking her hands off, feeling the pressure, knowing that you're in the final, knowing that you're on the live. Taking a picture of the stats here as, again, we're back to that leveled play. So 1-0 for Audrey in this moment.
Really?
I love it.
Righty. Just taking a moment here, it looks like. Yeah, there we go. I was like, did they vanish on us? Uh-oh.
No, just get everything set here. Again, they have their whole crowd of West Virginians behind them all watching along. So here we go. On to the next leg. Sarah Romeo, excuse me. Used to seeing a lot of
It's
those
so
Romeros.
easy. I almost did that too with Trisha.
Yeah, well, we had Trisha and Jalen on our stream earlier. Audrey going to go ahead and play from the second position. Finds the bull in the second dart, so pulls out in front just a little bit here. So you can see this finals area starting to fill up just a little bit more and more. Battle between West Virginians. On another bull found, but this time by Sarah. It's about quelling those nerves, staying true on your darts.
There you go. Captures the bull to leave 1-6-1.
And it is a finish for the return. 2-13 is going to get set up now by Sarah. Again, just taking your time. Every dart matters so much. I mean, we saw that with the tail end of that last leg where there was some up and down moments towards the finish line. That's typically something that you can see, and it's just about making sure you get as many opportunities at a finish as possible. Sounds pedantic to say, but it's truly imperative to know. Audrey does get to a 128, but not as low as she probably would have preferred. But is it going to get challenged?
Yeah, you want to be a little bit further down than that. But Audrey 1-0 ahead. Just keep the pressure on. At least grab a bull here, you think?
Yeah, all over. I mean, that was great grouping. Terrible fallouts,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
only 6 on the score or on the turn. So
That means a round of shots to all your friends watching in the bleachers.
there we go. Why not?
That was always the league rule. It was if you scored under 10 and 0-1, you had to buy a round of shots, unless it was to set up a finish. Oh, there, last start goes a little bit high. Goes going for the double-double, it seems, with 80 left. 122, you're still going to stay for the Bulls, play around there. Nothing fancy needed. Don't need to go for 418s. You don't need to do anything crazy. Unless you find a trip 20 on the first start. And then you find a bull.
Oh, my.
Single 12 for the finals. And it gets taken out!
Oh, my
goodness!
What a shot!
Audrey Smith finding excellence in this final and representing West Virginia well.
A level 16 player just took out a massive round. What a shot! Oh my goodness!
This just shows that levels are a state of mind anytime you can snap into it and play your best game. amazing stuff to see. As I believe we have that level 10 final you said was coming up next, or which one do we have coming up?
We got level 10 to level 13.
Level 13 as well. So we're going to take whichever one's ready first, and let me tell you, what a way to end that one. Absolutely incredible.
I mean, just unreal stuff.
So just a shout out to our level 13 players here. This is going to be Ryan Thompson taking on Rachel Beach in this one. Ryan Thompson representing United Games in South Dakota. Rachel Beach representing D&D Amusements in Wisconsin. And then that level 10 final is also going to be getting underway. So shout out to those players. We're going to try our best to get as many of these finals as we can. That's going to be Kristen Donaldson from Mississippi representing Mid-South Amusements, and James Heath representing Blackhawk Amusements in Illinois. But this is that level 13 final that you're looking at. And here we go, racing down. I'm going to be honest, level 16 just set a high bar for what we were going to be seeing.
Wow. What a big-time check.
Incredible, Will. As you'd put it, down and dirty darts.
Yeah, just a big 1-2-2. You would have predicted.
Well, I said nothing fancy. She goes, okay, trip 12, bull, single 12. And I was like, trip 20, bull, single 12. I'm like, okay, never mind, nothing fancy.
I guess just go ahead and take her out. Wow.
And Rachel finds a low ton. Her and Ryan Thompson duking it out on the dartboard. Ryan Thompson is your seat holder, and I believe this is leg number 1.
Yes, it is. Leg number 1.
Trip 11 doesn't go, gets dragged down a little bit, so 98 gets an opportunity now. And this just shows any finish is possible regardless of level. So this is... Well, looks like this is actually not the level 13 final. We were mistaken, by the way. This is actually something else that we're looking at here.
What?
I'm going to figure out which final this actually is, as Chad is letting us know. So they've been sending a bunch of other finals over this direction, so we're going to
Holy cow, okay.
figure out which one this actually is.
Well, I do have a final. How about that?
Well, this should be a final.
It should be, right? Okay, Logan and F5. Yeah, Logan, Kask, and Elva
Bichel.
Okay, and this is level 15.
Yeah, there we go. Apologies there. That we knew we were getting a bunch of different finals, so grabbed the wrong one.
No, we actually got told, 10, 13, 16, but we said, hey, any finals on these 10 to 18, bring them over. Bring them over. All right. I'm going to be honest, we're just going to keep the scoreboard off because we have this match, but we also have a final next door. That's your level 10 one. So I'm actually going to probably let this leg play out and then give them a little love there, too.
Yeah, we're going to try to alternate as much ability to show off all these different players.
I just think it's more about focusing a little bit and showing some love here, I think.
I agree.
You don't believe me on 2-0?
I agree. I thought another dartboard fell.
Dude, yeah, right.
What?
No, I just.
Did I miss something? How would normally I get in trouble when I talk? I wasn't talking, so how did I get in trouble?
Oh, I just already told her 2-0.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
About 3 times.
Oh, I didn't hear. I heard the 170 out talk. Well, that's a bust there, and we can hear some cheering on the other board right now. So leg number 1 is done. I believe that was that first leg there
on that
on the G3.
The fire.
Yep.
So we'll let this one finish and hop over there for a minute.
Take a look. There you go. Leg number 1 on the board there. We're going to take a look now over at level 10 as the other final is going on as well. While they're taking a picture of stats and getting set up. Again, this is going to be Kristen Donaldson and James Heath in this one. You can see that crowd behind them is huge. A lot of these players can support, and it looks like Kristen is your seat holder and got the win in leg number 1. Now, I got a chance to commentate Kristen in Franklin, Tennessee about a year and a half ago. And when she was there, I said that she needed to work on some of the rocking in her form and some of the stability. And she came up to me today when she got up to the finals area and said, I listened to your advice. And I said, it must have worked. You got to the finals. So she said that she's been working on her game and taking the notes that she got from playing on the live stream.
There we go.
Again, Kristen going to be representing that Mid-South Amusements in Mississippi. James Heath representing Blackhawk Amusements in Illinois. All over the bull. Just grabs 1 on the turn. So a little bit of a breakaway here for James, potentially. See what he's able to do in this given situation. Finding the bull some success, it seems. Trying to make up for the fact that he's down 1-0 against the seat holder.
Johnny Ray, how do y'all like papitos in San Antonio? Delicious.
Yeah, very nice.
Other than the fact that I had way too much grub produced in front of me, as I may have had a little mistake on my fajita, and then they just gave me a whole other one. What?
Yeah, they gave you like $100 worth of food by accident. Most of it comped because you're Will Stewart and they felt bad about your barrel sauce. Good shot there from Kristen. Got a low ton.
We didn't need that. Okay,
I'm sorry.
That was
uncalled for.
Yeah.
I got hyped up in the moment. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Want to jump on you like a spider monkey, just like the bullseye's getting jumped on by James. Finds a low ton in response. But you can hear the claps versus Kristen's low ton to James. She has a lot of fans, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. You can see all of them there. I mean, the bleachers are filled here, folks.
I think they're all there. Like not all of them, but a lot of them are there for her.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. They're all focusing on this match, so it must be.
Yeah, look at this. Laser focused.
Well, we saw it in the Audrey match. I mean, look at the roar that she had when she hit that big checkout.
Even if you weren't a fan of her, you should have been after that shot.
Oh, heck yeah, man. I'm a fan. Love it.
Last start there doesn't collect much. So 82 is the sitting point. 190 can get brought down. Can Kristen get herself into prime position? Can work into the bull. Does find the bull. Can she stand there for another? She does. Finds a low ton, and look at the crowd go wild. She's 80 points away from this finals win. 82 points away from going to a last leg decider if James so decides.
50 for 32. Now you got to change 12 for bull.
Yeah, you have to, right?
Or bull for 12.
Bull for 12 works. Oh, but it goes high. This is a moment.
Look at
Kristen can't believe it.
Can't believe it at all.
But she
for the title.
She can't give any leeway. She still has to get across that line. 16 potentially, or stay on the bull. She stays on the bull, but that's fine. Treble 19. No, hits a 3. Sitting at 54. Now 7 gets a shot from James.
It's the tricky one.
You can fall into a lot of numbers that bust.
Yes, you can. So keep her straight for 1-1. Does so.
1-1 in this matchup. And this thriller that we're seeing here on the dartboard.
Let's see here.
Looks like they're still in leg number 2.
Yeah, we'll just keep it here. Why not?
And look at this crowd here, all supporting this level 10 final. But this is what we talk about. And so we talk about like showing different levels. We talk about having priority on some of the higher end stuff. We know there's countless people that support your local contingents of players. This is what darts truly is about, is moments like these, groups like these, and these shots like these. And I love when we get the opportunity to see this. Of course, we know it's about marketing the big guys. It's about marketing the sport. But it's also about marketing the people behind the sport. And that's what we're seeing right here as Kristen finds a bull on the diddle. And outside rode the dart, but the wrong way. Kristen does get the start. And hear that celebration. There was a big shot hit over there on the other side.
Yeah, that's your level 15 done as what was it? The gentleman, Logan. Was it Logan? I think I'm off.
Yeah,
Yes.
Logan.
Logan pulls off the W there for the title.
Kristen starts off with a low ton in this one.
That's a great start.
Yeah, this crowd's giving us some great reactions out there. They are loving every bit of this one. Finds another bull. She is definitely staying right in that target range. And hits another low ton. Look, they're going wild out there.
They certainly are.
They are loving every bit of this.
The support is there.
She is well out in front. The pressure's on James' back right now. But Kristen, you can see she's keeping up her movement. She has a lot of energy. Your heart's racing in a moment like this.
They did move that Ryan Thompson Rachel Beach match on to 208. So unfortunately, we will not get that level 13 final. We do apologize, folks.
Yeah, tried our best. We're getting, at least I'm glad we're getting as many finals as we are. And that's going to be an opening here. One a big low ton or a hat trick, one good round can change James' day in this level 10 final.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he wants to stay relevant. He wants to stay in the mix here. Wants to force the deciding set.
All over it. Can he get another bull in there? He can. Hits a low ton. The fight continues on. This crowd's a lively bunch. But you can see bated breath as Kristen approaches the line. 6 starts with no bulls after finding low ton, low ton. Still 100 point of separation. James on the attack, trying to get back into the fray. Needs to win this leg to send it to another set.
Pushes out in front. But this is a big round. This is a big round here. She can capitalize on a couple bulls.
Even just one bull and a couple fallouts.
I mean, I don't disagree there, especially in this level. But only 25 there could hurt.
You can see how serious the audience is getting right now. They said, we want front row seats, by the way. We're not even going to those bleachers. We're going all the way up. They're sitting there. They're supporting. But James, finding the rally cry, is now 108 points away from going to another set.
Leaves the 156, but a 108. Boy, do I love a 108.
Yeah, you do. That's one of your favorites.
I love it. So many routes to take there on that one.
Trip 13 doesn't go. Kristen's still in the mix. Needs to recompose. You can see the adrenaline was getting to her a little bit. She's trying to calm down. Over there listening to Nicki Minaj. She had to go up to the 20s. Wisely does so. But then back to the bulls. Needs to find one. Doesn't find one. 35 points needed. James, 18.
17-18 to try to get it done. Back down to the 17.
He already knows where it is.
Yep. Hit the big number and gets it for the set.
Yeah, we're going to another set here in this one. And a little bit of a heartbreak because Kristen had that low ton to get things started. So she really was out in front. The opportunity's kind of given the other direction.
And as you can see, nothing else in our pit. We're going to keep it right here for this one. So I haven't seen anything else assigned yet either, so.
Well, and all 22 players that Memphis brought out seems to be sitting right here, it seems.
Yeah.
They're all from that general area around there. So they're just going to take a quick moment to get reset, and then they're going to be getting into the second set of this final.
Oh, I'm going to go tell them. Yeah,
Well,
I think they got moved.
It's assigned to someone.
Okay. Whew. I was like, surely not, right?
Well, it does it automatically typically, but no, this is definitely the same board, so I think they're just having a quick discussion here. Not still sure exactly what about.
Yeah.
I psyched out our photographer.
Beep-de-dee-dee-dee.
It's okay, she got sushi without us. We
Yeah.
told her we were hungry, too.
How dare her. Okay.
That was a very excitable coin flip, but here we go. Now on to another set. Here we go. James and Kristen. It's been a battle back and forth. But starting off with some heat, it seems. Loton to get things going. Two bulls are getting some money in the top level. It's especially true in this level. If you're fighting Lotons, you're getting big strides.
Well,
Darts are starting to get away from her just a little
they
bit.
are. I mean, is it a case of getting away from her or the opponent getting a little bit better?
Look at that sportsmanship right there, Will. You see that? James tapped her on the shoulder. She took her headphone out. He said, come on, do what you were doing earlier.
Yeah.
I love that. Love every bit of that.
Yeah, that's good. Tell her settle in and just have some fun. Enjoy it. Already some money going your way, which is a nice added bonus, isn't it? Making this trip worth it.
It certainly is. She took her headphones out, and she's leaving them out now. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. Sometimes it helps to have that grounding moment to take the headphones out and try to, listen to your friends there, kind of act like you're playing at your local bar rather than playing in a final here in a national dart tournament in Las Vegas, which is an insane thing to say. I never got to a final in Las Vegas. That's not true. I got to one blind draw final.
Blind draw final.
I don't think that counts.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, she does have one earbud in. The other one might have just died.
Level 18 final is still going on. Or the 18 bracket, I should say. I think they're in the third place matchup. You have a few of these lower levels still going.
Oh, and now both the earbuds are back in. Just had to do a little reconnect.
Yeah, just kind of try it, and it didn't work. So back to it.
Well, ignore what I said about earbuds. James still has the momentum in his favor right now. Kristen, who was so close to winning it, is now having a little bit of struggles trying to get back into it. James finds another bull. And another one. Good Loton to sit at 62. Kristen's clapping him on as well. You can see she gets up to the Aki, has a little bit of a lean forward there. The only thing is she brings that dart straight up on her shoulder. It is pointing at the ceiling before she launches it. When you do something like that, it gives your dart a big arc, right? So it means your release point has to be perfect, or else your darts are going to go high and low. When you have a little bit more of your tip pacing a little bit more direct on or slightly above the segment, what that leads to is a smaller line where that dart could potentially arc and fly to. That being said, it's worked well for her, but now James on an efficient checkout, 62 and 2 darts, is now one leg away from being your level 10 champion, and Kristen going to have to take this moment here to try to get things going in her favor once again. She had the win in the palm of her hand.
Dude, unreal.
Just getting everything set up real quick, and then they're going to be moving on to that next leg. But James can potentially get this done. And kind of favor the fact that he has all this momentum.
Yes,
but
you do.
But devil's advocate. On the other hand, we saw all the momentum on Kristen's favor, and it fell short because she got that finish line-itis. That could easily happen the other way around as well. So nothing is set yet. If you're Kristen, you just have to think there's 1,002 points left in this match. Switch to the 20, abandoned the Bulls, and then went right back on down. 42 on the open.
Just feels like she's lost a little ground on them Bulls, huh?
She certainly has. I mean, there's no way to say it otherwise. We can see all the friends there just supporting her, giving her advice, telling her to keep it cool and play her game. But on the other hand here, I mean, right now, James just doing a lot right. Even his misses are looking real tight right now.
Does find one Bull there.
Yeah, gets herself still in front. You can see the friends kind of subdued the reactions down a little bit. I think it adds so much hype because you want to cheer loudly for your friend, but it's also so hard because you know how nerve-wracking that is.
Yeah, it's so nerve-wracking, man.
Ball one is good. Right there. This is the grouping that we saw earlier from her. And even then, still a solid shooting round. 77 on the score. 102 points ahead. Staying that low ton out in front.
I mean, she's got the upper hand here, 34 points in her favor. So let's see. Just continue to at least grab one Bull around. There's two. That's a good turn. Let me get a little clap, some approval, and look at her opponent. First one to say, come on, and give her a big high five and say, there you go.
The sportsmanship between these two is borderline unrivaled.
You see a lot of really, really good sportsmanship in these levels, don't you? It's so good to see.
It's great to see. You have to just appreciate it. This is a big moment in this to try to get set up for a finish. Finds the first Bull. This is definitely her target line. Back and acquired. All over it. Still gets a solid Bull. And look how much it means to her friends. They are locked in. Oh, but look at this moment. James Heath doesn't get to a finish. Hits a big low ton. You see a big finals win. It looks like on the other side, on the not in our finals area, but just over there outside of it.
Yep. But at that time of the night, we're going to hear a few of those roars.
$191. It's going to get chopped down to a finish. One more Bull helps the cause. Does switch off it after the fight's crossed. I like that shot selection quite a lot. Kristen, 95. Good dart there. That's fine as well. Triple 20. Oh! Look at that shot right there.
Big 95.
Look at that one. Big check. We're going the distance.
We're going for speed.
We're not alone now. Look at the level 10 friends in need.
This is awesome. Just gotta love seeing it, folks. Some big roars from our crowd here in the championship area. Should I go tell them to keep it down out here?
Oh, look at that. They're fired up. One leg away from one of these two players holding that title. Will it be James? Will it be Kristen? At this point, nobody knows. They both won it. They both have earned it. But who earned it more better?
More better, more problems. Whatever, bud. Good job. All righty, here we go. Diddle to see who's going to go first here in this leg. A little high.
Well, if you're going to be a little off, you would prefer to be a little high. James, can he get underneath that dart? He can. Finds the bull. You hear a big let's go in the background there. It's all down to these two. They have both earned this. They have both fought so hard. They have had moments of brilliance. They have so much respect for each other, and they're having so much more fun than any of us in the world right now. They are loving this moment and debatably reveling in it as they should. But James Heath will get the start here, Will.
Here we go. Last leg decider for the title in level 10.
$38 points on the end. Doesn't find a bull. And literally tells him, calm down. Did you see that from Chris? That she was like, calm it down. You're all right. They're cheering on each other. They're not enemies. They're each other's friends. But look at this. Finds a low ton on the end for Kristen.
Amazing.
The energy is immaculate. The moment is amazing. But the heart's racing. Look at Kristen. She's walking around. She has so much energy. James did a good job of calming down. Can he collect with it? He can. Finds a low ton right back.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
No matter what, I don't know if they were aware of each other before. I doubt it because Memphis and Illinois aren't exactly close. But these two are becoming lifelong dart friends now, it seems.
They are all living on emotion right now. Back-to-back big tons. A 110 followed by the 109.
This is some good stuff. Look at them
They're
heating
finding
up.
their best stuff in this final. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what noise Will just made because I can't believe it either. This is the time where you want to find moments like this. This is the time where you really want to bring it together, and they are bringing it together and then some. But this is a little bit of an opening.
It is.
Can the first finish be set up by James? We got someone live streaming our live stream. That's how you know it's a good one.
Wait, I gotta record this.
Macy, Kristen's one of Kristen's best friends in the background, even said she wasn't going to live stream the live stream. But look at that. Low ton there found. 126 points away for the win for James. 268 points away for Kristen. Needs work on the dirt. You saw that head shake. Got to settle in. It's not over yet. But that's another missed round. You can see the friends telling her to calm down. It's all right. And to hold on tight. James has been incredible in moments like this, but so is Kristen. I don't have a way to go about this any other way than just sitting back and watching with you guys.
Send it. Send it. Do it. Do it
now! 126 checkout in level 10. Will Stewart's thrown a chair. And Kristen has heartbreak at the very end, but she is not showing that. She is showing a smile because she is happy for her opponent.
What an electric last
What
leg.
is going on? Guys, this is incredible what we are seeing. Incredible in this level 10. I'm going to start losing my voice because of this. I can feel it.
I think we blew everybody's eardrums out.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fantastic final. Give it to him. Level 10. Hello.
Oh, my goodness. Well, folks, I do believe we have a couple more coming our way. Is that
Maybe,
correct?
I don't
Maybe?
know.
We
I
don't
mean,
know?
I'm going to check, but there possibly is a couple more coming. I don't know. We're not going to extend like 7th, 8th right now. We're not going to go there, but we'll see, okay? I mean, that may be a way to end it.
Oh.
That was amazing.
Well, we'll give you an update in just a moment's time, folks. Don't go far. My name is Nick Chair, joined by Will Stewart. We'll be back in just a moment's time with more action of NDA Team Dart 2025.
Alrighty, everybody, here we go. I'm going to be honest, this is our last match of the evening. We figure we end it with level 12 final here. As you can see, they kind of gave us a bunch of finals all at once, but they were all off stream. So this is the one that they gave us on stream. This is where we're going to end at. But, yeah, I'm excited for this final. We've had some doozies the last few, haven't we?
Yeah, we certainly have, as we're potentially about to see another big checkout here. Double 15 doesn't go, but this is going to be Joe Dale that you just saw throw out the line, and he is representing Troy Vending from Phoenix, Arizona. Mandy Kuther here is representing MG Leagues from South Dakota. She has the seat in this level 12 bracket. Trip 16. Oh, she almost hit the Trip 16, but now 15 gets an opportunity by Joe Dale. But we were only slated to do the ladies, masters, and elites. Well, it finished so fast, we said, well, we want to make sure to show a little bit of love.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got 3 finals in a row that were all electric.
Yeah, that's the truth. And, you know, I'm happy we did this, and I'm happy we kind of looked into those, you know, level 12s and whatever. So,
well, and I told you, Will. I mean, I know you don't like streaming low levels and women,
What?
but I'm just kidding.
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
No, just the chat was asking for some different stuff to see. Well, we're happy to be showing it to all of you. We hope you're enjoying every bit of this, because we certainly are enjoying putting it on, as that's a leg win there for Joe. Now, it should be leg number 1 in his favor.
Yep. I don't think they snuck one in on us. Literally, it was crazy. It just flooded us with all the matches there for a second.
I love it. It's a championship area for a reason. You're a champion regardless of level. Oh, we got Dart music on now.
A little Luke Littler. Walk-on music here, green light. Why not?
1 bull on the grab, and it was almost much more, as that was a great look there. Mandy wanted to get all that she can get. Put pressure on Joe. She's down a leg. She needs to win this leg to send it to a last leg decider. How about that low ton there from Joe, who is definitely riding the momentum early on.
See, difference here, 501 for those for the level 12. Oh.
Well,
yo.
Now the throw's going in Joe's direction. You can see that point differential start to spread a little bit.
Yeah, it's just wave your hand over that one.
Or you can always tap the button. The sensor there can be a little tricky. How about that? It finds a hat trick there. Big shot from Joe Dale. Man, he's sure saying, I'd rather be at Harbor Bar. Oh, no, you're in a final in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Maybe every other time you wear that shirt, that's true. In this very moment, though. And here's some cheers, as, again, there's a lot of other matches going on besides this one.
A lot of matches
Beside this one, excuse me.
concluding right now.
Look at that trip 20 found. Another trip 20 found. Look at this shot. Oh, still a great 125 though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a massive 125.
But now the 148 gets an opportunity. Joe finds the first bull. Finds the second bull. Trip 16. Doesn't quite go, but teed up.
He teed it up indeed. Trying to go 2-0 and force a decider here.
She's still staying at the 20. You can tell the approach, but she's finding a triple pretty consistently, so you can't really blame her. Leaves 109 in case she gets the return in this leg. But this might be a 2-0 win for set number 1 to Joe Dale. Two 12s. Single 15s, you're still fine.
Yeah, you're still okay.
And does sneak it in.
Barely. I thought that was a bust for a second there.
So they're going to put in their sets real quick, and then they're going to go to another best of 3. So they're just making sure everything's good. And I think what the delay is, by the way, they're just making sure they score the first set in CompuSport is what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. They're making sure of that one. As quickly as all those matches came, they have gone.
Oh, and they turkeyed. One went for a fist bump, the other one went for a high five. Uh-oh. There's the coin flip. Another set, our final set of coverage for today, which has been an amazing day of great darts.
Randy saying, I still say you guys should stream the NDA Junior event. Yeah, we'd love to, but I think it's a little bit tough. We do have some other events that are going on. So, I mean, we'll work with the NDA, possibly add that to our list down the road.
Certainly not for a lack of desire.
Yeah.
How about a hat trick to get things going from Joe Dale, who is playing electric right now? Yeah, I would love to stream that junior event. We saw so much cool moments there when we streamed at the Oklahoma Throwdown with Aurora hitting that bull, the 12 and under event, and everybody loving that clip at home.
And Brad asking for the level 11 final. We do hope that we could feature that one, but it's already on board 115 and underway, so it is unfortunate. We do apologize, but that got called to a different area before we were able to shift things. So,
oh my gosh, back-to-back hat tricks in level 12.
Big time stuff there, and you'd be right to question level 12 here.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the case. That's just some fire being thrown. A low ton in the answer. Great shot for Mandy. But Joe Dale on one right now.
One more question here. It looks like question about streaming times tomorrow. 10 a.m. is when we'll start local, and then 7 p.m. for our evening session. Probably catch the round number 3 of that team event in the morning. That's where we'll start.
Oh, man. It's so garbage. Only missing 1 dart.
What's that?
That was 8 pulls and 9 darts is what it was to leave 89.
Not at all, Jeff. Chill out. Chill out, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, so fun fact, guys. Just because you're shooting good does not mean you're sandbagging.
Fun fact, indeed. So all you EDC lovers, quit it.
Trip 13.
It's freaking ridiculous.
Trip 11 now is the shot for Joe. Oh, accidentally bust on that last start there as it goes low. You can tell that dart was well low into the trip 16. But, yeah, no, I remember my first ever state tournament, my hand was shaking so bad I was so nervous I couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. My second state tournament I go there, well, it's the first time I felt like I learned how to play under pressure, and I excelled. I won every event I played in except for one. It wasn't because I played so bad to get to that level to then play. No, it was because I learned something and gained experience. You can just have a good weekend. You can have a good event. You can have a good day. That's allowed, folks.
Yep.
Now, if you do 15 events in level 12 in a row, that's different. But I assure you, and based off how they're interacting with each other, that doesn't seem to be the case here.
No.
What about every other ton-plus finish we just saw in these other matches?
Exactly,
That's it.
buddy.
I think we just had 12 sandbaggers in a row. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's just kind of annoying, but it's the nature of the biz right now.
Sandbagging is a state of mind. Sometimes you can just have a good streak. You can see how the game is getting struggled to get taken out towards the end. It's not because he's trying to pad the stats down. It's because he's nervous about the finish line. Single 20 needed, though, for the first advantage. Beth from Kiss. That's a crazy pull for a jukebox song.
That's a crazy pull indeed. A bust there, unfortunate.
Missed the big number and an opportunity handed.
Is a little too good on that one.
$119 eligible to go. Still could go 619s. Went for the 20s route, also an eligible way to go. Now another opportunity. Joe Dale. Does get this leg, one leg away from getting a win in this final here for level 12.
Big time darts we're seeing here.
And then again, just making sure they put the stats in there.
And we'll get set up for leg number 2 in the second set.
Mandy's just going to have to collect herself, play some great darts. I will say her mentality, she's not shaking her head. She doesn't look particularly frustrated. And in fact, she's smiling when talking to her opponent there. So I don't think there's any bad signs in this other than the fact that Joe's catching a hot hand right now. But that was not the open Mandy had in mind. Having some troubles there.
Yeah, just a little bit. How about another one of those bowls? There you go.
Great shot there from Mandy. Capitalizing on the lax moment there from Joe. Joe's going to have to take advantage of his momentum still. Try to trust those darts to keep finding the bowl like they were, but they're starting to evade him. You can see the frustrations there knowing how well he was just hitting him. Does find it on the last. Good dart to keep you in the leg as it keeps things pretty much chalk so far.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, but here's a couple more bowls coming in for Mandy. Back-to-back low tons. You know what that means? She's having a good run.
She's having a good run.
There Joe finds the bowl again. Pulls that one down and right.
I mean, keeps him within striking distance, though.
Yes, a little bit of separation continuing to grow. Went from a 20-ish point to a 40-ish point separation. But you're absolutely right. And you can see that big deep breath from Mandy, knowing that she still has the advantage.
Just taking a second to settle his nerves here. That's a great dart. That is an excellent dart.
Oh, that last one was a well-thrown dart as well. But just makes things, again, back to chalk. So Mandy's still in control. She's doing a good job of controlling this leg. Look at this. Look at the timing. Big hat trick there from Mandy.
This is some great back and forth we're seeing.
Now 202. Gonna need to find at least 2 bowls.
I mean, leaves the little fish just in case. Grandy won't go
Is
out
the
the
little
20s.
fish named Steven? Le Poisson Steven? My TikTok friends will know that one. Good. Thanks, Tori, for getting that stuck in my head.
I think she should have went 50 there first.
Agreed, but still gets a dart no matter what. But doesn't go and leaves 35, so it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, but Joe's been able to bowl a
I
couple times here in this matchup. Can he take out this 130 for the match? He cannot.
Yeah, pulled that dart. That's correct. Well, stay on the bowl to leave 13. That's what happens. And now it's a must hit for Mandy. She's 35 points away from going to a last leg decider in the final set. 13 points for Joe to get the win altogether. Single 20. Single 19. And it does go. We're going the distance one more time tonight, Will.
Love it. I absolutely love it. Our last leg of the evening as we look to crown a level 12 champion here at NDA Team Dart. Folks, this has been a great night.
It certainly has been. I'll be honest, the energy, the coverage has been so much fun. Between the incredible performance from Team USA in the finals earlier this morning / early this afternoon, then going on to our coverage here where we saw Brandon Perez hit the heroic 180 to 170, and we saw Dustin Holt have the heartbreak against Daniel Delgado. We've seen Kristen have her rally cry to fall just shy to James. We saw so much more. Love every bit of it. Hope you guys have been too. This is what everyone wanted to see. We saw some people asking. I hope you guys are enjoying it because certainly we are.
Yes, there's no doubt about it.
Basketball pointing out, I love both their attitudes. Great sportsmanship shown here. Certainly the case. These two competitors have nothing but respect for each other as, again, they're going to the last game of the second set of this final, and they've been doing nothing but cheering each other on and cheering themselves on as well. Something that I feel like the top levels can occasionally learn. We haven't had any incidents here this year, but at least from on camera. But I can tell you this much, is that right now everything we have seen from these other levels has been nothing but class.
Yes, indeed.
Joe Dale finds a low ton to get things going. Can work in on the dart. Needs to find one bull. She doesn't, so now you can see it's a chalk scoreline, but the throw is effectively given to Dale. It's as if Mandy lost the diddle, and that's kind of how you have to think about it if you're her.
Yeah, I agree.
awkward on the bull. This is the type of dart I move off to a trip for, but he still is able to find it. Impressive dart. Yeah, that's still a great correction. That's hard to get underneath that dart, and he found the perfect spot on dart number 2, it felt like. It's a little bit of a split mind. We saw Mandy abandon the bulls before, and that's exactly what's happening here. I don't know if that's the right call, because when she is hitting the bulls, she's hitting them just fine. Now, granted, the last time we saw her abandon the bulls is she hit 2 trip 20s. Next round hit a trip 20, single 20, and a fallout. But Joe, it might be his to lose at this point. He's on for the double dip. He's on for the double dip.
Another one? Oh, not quite.
Another one.
Another one.
Bring out the whole ocean. Roblox is life.
I thought you said something else there.
I'm just quoting DJ Khaled. I thought that's what we were doing.
We were.
We had the whole thing, but you just stopped after quote number 1.
I didn't know what you were doing that second quote, and I thought I misheard you. So.
And what is this? And what is this?
All righty. Not the best it turns there for Mandy. So, Joe.
Mama.
Another one? Now we're just in the queue for it.
That was my
most
restraint I've ever had was to not follow into that one.
That was you.
But there a moment here for Mandy. What can she do? Can she leave herself a finish? It's a dire situation. Bull doesn't leave a finish, but you still have to stay and fight. Admittedly, I don't think Trip 20 will have to finish there either. A 1-3-8. Again, Joe's to lose right now. But the last start is always the hardest to throw. It's always the one needed to get thrown. And look at this. Outside on the bulls. 5 and 9. 17. Still sitting at 107. Mandy is not out of this one yet. And that split dart, she's going back to the 20s route that she was at before. But this time finds 100 to bring things back. This is a sprint to the finish line at the end here, Will.
It certainly is.
Stephen Bunting is walking in the building right now. Bulletproof is playing. That's exactly how it sounds in the audience, too. Trip 19 for the finals. Down to the double. Can it get done by Joe? Not yet. It's outside.
And he leaves the 103.
She's on the 103.
Can she take it here?
Bull, trip 17. There's the bull. Trip 17. No, it finds the trip too.
Even Joe gave it a little. He wanted it. He wanted it.
Who
Just
wants
gotta
it
love the
more?
camaraderie here.
This is incredible, Will. This is so good. But there it goes. Joe Dale does get the win in the final, completes the double tip, and survives a match start there for Mandy. But look at the big hug. Look at the respect. It all came down to these two competitors who gave it their all in what was an incredible final here in level 12.
Yes, it was. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that. And, I mean, keep an eye out. Based on our timing and how things move forward, maybe we do this a couple more times, maybe one more time. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we see some of these lower levels again. I love it. That was great. That was some great action.
Well, it's also just a sign, again, shout out to NDA tournament staff for, again, making the adjustments to make sure these brackets run faster, to make sure the finals get streamed more, and to make sure the players are happier while doing it, and that's everything that's happened here today.
Yep. Well, we're going to call it an earlier night than we normally would. We're going to go ahead and refresh, get a little break, and come back for our last few days of coverage.
Yeah, I will give you a correction on what you said. It's an earlier night, but we actually covered way more than we thought we would have covered.
Yeah.
We covered more finals than we've ever covered in a single day of NDA Team Dart today because, again, everything ran so fast. So that's on the tournament staff for doing such a good job. It's an early night because we covered so many finals. So big shout out to the NDA tournament staff and a big shout out to you guys for staying in and tuning in. Make sure to turn that notification bell on for tomorrow as, again, we have some great coverage starting off. What's our first event tomorrow? That's going to be that team cricket, right?
Team cricket, yeah. So we'll start off probably round 3 at 10 a.m. local time. That's going to be 12 Central, 1 Eastern. And if you go overseas, it's going to be 6 o'clock in the UK, 7 p.m. over in Germany. So join us. We want to thank you for joining us tonight as well. So
another one.
We'll see you tomorrow,
Bring
folks.
out the whole ocean. DJ Khaled.
Stop saying that one. That's getting you.
Bring out the whole ocean.
It sounds like lotion.
Bring out the... We ain't no Diddy party. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much.